The mistake in preparing oatmeal that eliminates beta-glucan, most people make it. Opening hook, midnight to 0:45. Have you ever eaten oatmeal thinking it's one of the healthiest breakfasts out there? Well, it is. But there's one mistake almost everyone makes when preparing it that completely destroys its most powerful nutrient, beta-glucan. This tiny detail changes everything. It's the difference between oatmeal that truly works for your body and oatmeal that just passes through your system doing almost nothing. And no, this isn't some exaggerated claim. It's a real physiological mechanism proven by clinical studies. If you're eating oatmeal every morning but not seeing results, this video will show you exactly why. Introduction, 0:45 to 1:30. Oatmeal has been a breakfast staple for generations. Our grandparents and great-grandparents loved it, and science now proves they were right. If it's done correctly, I'm Dr. Fernando Lemos, a surgeon for over 25 years and founder of the channel Gut Planet. Here, we only share health information backed by solid scientific evidence. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and share this video with your friends, especially those who love oatmeal. The power of beta-glucan, 1:30 to 3 o'clock. Let's start with what makes oatmeal special, beta-glucan. That name might sound complicated, but its function is surprisingly easy to visualize. When beta-glucan meets water inside your stomach and intestines, it dissolves and forms a thick, sticky gel. Imagine a dense, moist sponge slowly expanding through your digestive tract. This gel isn't digested. It doesn't turn into sugar or fat. It travels through your intestines intact, and along the way, it performs 3 incredible actions that make oatmeal one of the most powerful foods for your health. Keycap 1, it lowers cholesterol, 3 to 430. First, it captures bile acids, substances your liver makes from cholesterol to help digest fats. Normally, after doing their job, those bile acids are reabsorbed by your intestines and recycled back to the liver. It's a cycle that repeats several times a day. But when beta-glucan forms as gel, it traps those bile acids and carries them out of your body through your stool. Now your liver realizes it's lost bile acids and needs to make more. To do that, it pulls cholesterol from your bloodstream, specifically LDL, the bad cholesterol. The result? A measurable, clinically proven drop in LDL cholesterol. A 2020 study published in Nutrients followed 83 people for 8 weeks in a double-blind, placebo-controlled trial, the gold standard of clinical research. After just 4 weeks, LDL dropped by 12%, and after 8 weeks, by 15%. And a meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reviewed 28 randomized trials and confirmed the same effect. That's why the FDA officially approved a health claim linking oatmeal consumption to reduce risk of coronary heart disease, something they rarely do. Keycap 2, it controls blood sugar, 4:30 to 6 o'clock. The second thing beta-glucan does is slow down how sugar enters your bloodstream. When you eat carbohydrates, glucose enters your blood. The speed of that entry determines how high your blood sugar spikes and how hard your pancreas has to work to produce insulin. The gel formed by beta-glucan acts like a physical barrier inside your intestines, making glucose absorption slower and more gradual. That means smaller spikes, smoother insulin response, and a more balanced metabolism. A systematic review published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition analyzed over 100 clinical trials and confirmed this effect consistently for people with prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or anyone trying to keep blood sugar stable throughout the day. This mechanism is incredibly valuable. Keycap 3, it feeds your gut bacteria, 6 to 7:30. The third benefit is one most people don't even know about. Beta-glucan acts as a prebiotic, food for the good bacteria in your gut. Remember, it's not digested. It reaches your colon intact, where it becomes fuel for beneficial bacteria, especially those from the Lactobacillus and Ruminococcacea families. These bacteria ferment beta-glucan and produce short-chain fatty acids, mainly butyrate, a compound that's pure gold for your gut health. Butyrate is the preferred fuel for the cells lining your colon. It strengthens your intestinal barrier, reduces inflammation, and creates a healthier gut environment overall. So in one single bowl of oatmeal, you get 3 simultaneous effects: lower LDL cholesterol, better blood sugar control, nourished gut microbiota. Pretty amazing, right? The hidden problem 7:30 to 8 o'clock. But here's the catch. None of these benefits happen if beta-glucan is degraded before it reaches your intestines. And that's where most people go wrong. The 3 common mistakes, 8 to 10 o'clock. Mistake number 1, not enough oats. There's a minimum dose required for these effects to happen. 3 grams of beta-glucan per day. That translates to about half a cup of rolled oats, around 120 milliliters. If you're just sprinkling a couple of tablespoons of oats into yogurt, you're probably not getting enough. Quantity matters. Measure at least for the first few weeks, until you get used to the right amount. Mistake number 2, choosing the wrong type of oats. There are 4 main types of oats on the market: whole oat groats, thick rolled oats, thin rolled oats, instant oats. The rule is simple: the less processed, the better. Whole oats preserve beta-glucan the most, but take longer to cook. Thick rolled oats are a great middle ground, easy to prepare and still rich in intact fiber. Thin rolled oats are more processed, meaning the fiber is partially broken down. Instant oats, the kind that dissolves in seconds, still have some benefit, but much less. If you want a full effect, go for thick rolled oats or whole oats. Mistake number 3, mixing oats with wheat flour. This one surprises almost everyone. When you mix oats with refined wheat flour, like in pancakes, muffins, or oat cakes, enzymes in the flour can break down beta-glucan during cooking. That means the fiber loses its structure before it even reaches your intestines. So if your goal is to get the health benefits, keep it simple. Cook your oatmeal with water or milk, not with flour. The right way to prepare oatmeal, 10 to 11 o'clock. Cooking matters too. Hot oatmeal releases beta-glucan more effectively than eating it raw or dry in cold yogurt. Both versions are healthy, but heating makes the fiber more available. So yes, you can eat it cold if you prefer, but if you want maximum benefit, warm it up. When to eat oatmeal, 11 to 1300 hours. Now let's talk timing. People often ask, what's the best time to eat oatmeal? For cholesterol, timing doesn't make much difference. The effect depends on daily intake, not the hour. But for blood sugar control, breakfast is the most favorable time. Your body's insulin sensitivity is naturally higher in the morning. That's part of your circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock that regulates hormones, metabolism, and digestion throughout the day. Studies suggest that eating between 8:30 and 10 a.m. helps maintain stable blood sugar because cortisol levels, which increase blood sugar, have already dropped after waking up. For cholesterol, there's an interesting theory about eating oatmeal at night. Your liver synthesizes cholesterol mainly during the night, so consuming beta-glucan at dinner, around 7 to 8:30 p.m., might enhance its effect on bile acids. That's the same logic behind taking cholesterol-lowering medications like statins at night. However, there's no strong clinical trial comparing morning versus evening oatmeal yet. So here's my practical recommendation. If you want one consistent time, go with breakfast. It's the most scientifically supported overall. But if you prefer oatmeal at night for routine or taste, don't stop. The key is daily consistency. Beta-glucan works whenever it's present in your intestines. The science behind the habit, 13 to 1500 hours. Let's take a moment to appreciate how elegant this mechanism is.